Hello, my old school soul food family. Chef Jeffy back with another video. Alright, y'all, it's Friday night. Just got home from work. It is just got inside in time, but it is pouring down raining here in the city of Katy. Which I love my rain. So if y'all hear a little thunder and lightning going on outside, hopefully my electricity doesn't go out doing this. But we're going to try to get through this video without the lights going on. So hopefully that doesn't happen. So anyway, I'm doing the old school sweet potato pie squares. If you would ever come to one of my meet and greets, say in Katy, or fancy party at my house, or even some of my neighbors, I make sweet potatoes pie, but I make it in the squares. I don't do it in the wedges because it's easier to present when you do it in the squares. So I'm going to show y'all exactly how I do it, as if you was to come to my house for a party, or I do it for a function or something like that. First thing I do, I get a pan here, and I spray it. Then I get some parchment paper here. I like to measure the pan like this, y'all. Everybody's different how they do it. I like to kind of mark it here on the bottom. You don't have to be perfect. Little guide like that. I take the knife, run it on there on the side there. Move it this way. And go this side. Like I say, you don't have to be perfect, y'all. Now I'll take the part, and the reason I put parchment paper, y'all, so it's easier to, you'll see at the end, it's easier to flip the pie out. And make sure you use a short knife for this. A little bit more here. Okay. I'll put the parchment paper right here in the bottom. See that? You get it all the way around there, because we're going to put pie dough in this thing, y'all. Okay. So you get it all, and that's key. Make sure it's completely sprayed and greased so it'll come out. Okay, now, got that done. Now here's the tricky part. I'm going to use, you know, I use my pie dough that's already rolled out, but it's rolled out in a circle. So I have to configure this thing and turn it into a square. So what I do here, take my knife, right on my counter here, and I turn it into a square. Show you just how I do this, y'all. Very simple. Take the other side here. Put that side right there. Nothing, no science with this, y'all. Just put it right up there, just like that. I'm gonna take the other one and do the same way. Of course, I ain't gonna use as much dough in the other one. Get it out of here. It's just the best invention in the world, y'all, is this roll-out dough. It saves me so much time in the kitchen when I can be making other stuff homemade from scratch. Okay, since that wanted to tear, I'm going to just rip that like that. Take this in here, this one here. I did this before, y'all, huh? Y'all probably can tell I've done it before many times. I made this so many times, y'all. Okay, and I just mash these two together just like that. Push that up against the thing. Later, I'm going to trim this dough off when I flip it up. But it gives me create a kind of a barrier there. Okay, that's it. I'll save this other dough here for something else. Now, what I'm gonna do, y'all, I like to par bake this dough just slightly for like 10 minutes. Not even 10 minutes. What I'm gonna do, I'm poke holes in it. And I like to par bake my dough for like 10 minutes in the oven. That way I make sure that I have a complete, even though this is gonna cook a while, I have a complete crispy bottom crust. It's not doughy. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put this in the oven here. I'm gonna come back, we're gonna work on this filling, and we're gonna put this pie together. We'll be right back. Okay, y'all, we back. Okay, while the pie dough is in the oven, we're gonna work on this filling for the sweet potato pie. Just like the sweet potato pie, y'all, I've been making forever. You know to bake the sweet potatoes. Here's the skin right here. Now, I think I baked this last night because I knew what I was gonna make today when I got home. So I baked the sweet potato yesterday. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna whip them up really, really good. I like to mix them up really, really good. And y'all know baking the sweet potato is the best thing to do. You preserve all the nice color. See how the nice color on the sweet potatoes are? Okay. Egg in there. Sugar in here. Put my vanilla in here. Butter. Nutmeg and cinnamon. And we're gonna put the milk here just at the end here. First, I'm gonna kind of mix the bowl down, make sure everything is getting fully incorporated in here. I want to mix it really, really good to make sure ain't no strings or nothing like that in it, y'all. That's very important. Pour just a little milk in here, little by little, until I get to the consistency that I wanted. This is evaporated milk, y'all. I think I'm gonna have to use all of this, y'all. Sometimes I don't have to, depending on how much moisture is in the potato. That's it, y'all. Stop it again here. Make sure we got everything fully mixed in here, y'all. It's the best way to eat sweet potato pies in squares, y'all. When you at a fancy party and stuff like that. A little more and that's it. Okay, y'all. Now, I'm gonna let that sit there, and when my pie dough get out, we're gonna put this together and put it in the oven. We'll be right back. Okay, y'all, I am back here. Okay. Let's take our beaters off of here. Put this in the sink here, and all I'm gonna do, y'all, take this and pour it right in here, y'all. Smooth it out. This is the fancy way of eating sweet potato pie, y'all. Fancy way of doing sweet potato pie. Ain't get no better than this, huh? Ain't get no better than this. Okay. A little over the edge there. That thing is, you're just gonna smooth it. If it go over the pie edges, that's fine. When I flip it out, that's why I got the parchment paper in here, y'all. And when I flip it out, it'll be nice and pretty. Go all over the edge there, y'all. And that's it. Now, I'm gonna put in the oven, 350 degrees. It's gonna be about an hour to cook this thing. It's gonna take about an hour to cook it. Make sure we get all them little things off the side. Got a little side right there. And that's it. 350 degrees for an hour. We'll be back when it's ready. All right, y'all, I am back. And look at this goodness here. Look at that nice, pretty sweet potato pie. Perfectly firm, perfectly cooked. But the thing is, y'all, I need to let it set up for about 2 hours before I flip it out there and cut it. And I'm gonna show y'all later how I get it out, how I flip it out, and how I cut this thing. So y'all stay tuned. I'm gonna come back later, like I say, and it takes no time. This one took me actually 40 minutes to cook this thing. Sometimes it cook quicker, sometimes it takes longer, but yeah, this didn't take long at all. And like I was telling y'all, this is how I serve my sweet potato pie if I'm having parties at my house, if I'm taking, like I say, doing parties somewhere else, taking it. I think it eats better if you cut it in squares than trying to take a whole pie and cut it in triangles. It just doesn't hold up right, and this look more presentable. But anyway, I'll be back, y'all, in about, like I say, 2 hours. I'm gonna flip it out. We're gonna cut it in squares, and we're gonna try this out. So we'll be right back. Okay, y'all, we are back here. Okay, the pie is cool. And what I do, I just run a knife down the edge of this, make sure it's completely loosened up. And then what I do, I take a cutting board, put on the top, flip it over here, come out, take the parchment paper off, see that? Then I come back here, other cutting board, and there we go. Now, see that? Now what I like to do, y'all, I like to go around the edges. Get me a knife here. Now what you can do, you can go around the edges, cut the edges off if you want to, or I'll take a knife here. I'll make sure the knife is wet, and I'll just cut it in slices, just like this, y'all. I'll try to be perfect as I can with this. Rinse it off again. Turn it around here. Just make nice, pretty squares, y'all. Make sure you cut completely through the dough. That's it. Now what I'm gonna do, take one off of here and we're gonna taste it. Like I say, this is a fancy way, y'all, of eating sweet potato pie. Y'all know I like the little end piece here. Look at that. See that? Nice fancy sweet potato pie. Fancy way, y'all. Let's try this out. Nice crunchy crust. Oh wow. Oh wow. It's like sweet potato pie, y'all. Just a fancy way of doing it. Just a fancy way of doing it. And what I would do, I get a platter, stack them on a platter, and that's why I serve them. So, just another way of serving sweet potato pie in squares. Easy, simple, delicious. The only thing, you just gotta let it set up a couple hours in the fridge. So, anyway, another Friday night pie in the books. Something a little different, but very easy, very simple. See how easy I did it. So anyway, if you like this video, please comment, please share. Please visit my other social media accounts: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch TV, Pinterest, and oldschoolsoulfood.com. Remember the hashtag 2021, help somebody, Old School Soul Food. Until next time, have a blessed Old School Soul Food day, and I will see y'all in the next video. Love y'all. Bye.